It's 7:30.
Mayor, we're live.
Okay.
Where's Pat?
Did he call? No? All right. Well, everyone, we're live. Welcome to the listen to me, May. I wish it was May. Monday, November 9th council meeting in Oakland. And this is virtual. So roll call.
Mayor Schwager?
Here.
Councilman Bialy?
Here.
Councilman Knapp?
Here.
Councilman Kamala? Okay, Councilman Pignatelli? Absent. Councilman Talamini?
Here.
Councilman Van Ack?
Here.
Does anybody know what's with Councilman Pignatelli?
Yeah, he probably thinks the meeting's Wednesday.
The last time I saw him, he was going into ShopRite about 2.5 hours ago.
He might not be done.
He might be shopping. Who knows?
Well, motion to excuse Councilman Pignatelli.
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting announcement. This meeting is being held in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Law, duly announced, submitted to the newspaper, and advertised more than 48 hours in advance of the meeting, and notice posted in the municipal building and on the borough website, virtually via Zoom, according to the guidelines from the state. And so I'm going to start by saying how important, everybody knows how important I think family is, and family should always come first. So with that, we're going to congratulate Councilman John Bialy because he has a new member of his family.
Yay.
And the new member is his first grandchild, Rose Emerson. And I'm told both mom and dad and grandma and grandpa are doing fine.
We're all doing great. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
That's
Thank you
big
so much.
Congratulations.
Yeah, this is great. Congratulations to a newly re-elected. Oh, there's the picture of the baby. Soon we'll see a real baby. That's a picture of a baby. Grant will show his real baby shortly.
Congratulations.
I won't be able to do that for a couple months yet.
I know listen, I can't even see my grandchildren. They're out of state. So thank goodness for FaceTime. FaceTime is wonderful. So congratulations to our councilmen who were just elected. And now that election day is passed and campaigning and all the rhetoric and everything is done, I hope everybody remembers that we all represent all our residents of Oakland, regardless of what party you are, what side you're on, who you voted for, who you voted against. We're all here to represent everyone in Oakland, and we all are trying to work together. But there's always winners in an election. And I must say, there's really no losers, because anyone who puts him or herself out to run for an elected office to try and help other people is a winner. So thank you to everybody, anytime, for whatever office. If you choose to run, congratulations, you are a winner. You don't just sit back, you go forward and want to do what's right. We are meeting tonight because Wednesday, which is our usual meeting night, is Veterans Day and everything is closed. Borough Hall is closed. So on the 11th day of the 11th month at the 11th hour, please join us all at Veterans Park for our annual Veterans Day commemoration. Now this year is going to be very different. I was told by Ron Beatty of the American Legion, I hope Pat will eventually log on to here. I'm sure we'll hear more from Pat or maybe John Bialy, who's a member of the American Legion. I'm told that they really can't do what they normally do, have people at the American Legion Hall. It will just be the service outside. We can't even have the children come and congregate. It's a year like no other year. And hopefully next year, everything will go back. We can have a big celebration and honor all the veterans who protected us. As you know, you passed the Stream House. It's now a shell. The asbestos part of the dismantling has been completed. Now the actual dismantling will start beginning. And at some point, you won't see anything there but the foundation. And I'm encouraging and I'm asking, and I hope Councilman Bialy will get this across to the Historical Society. Please if you can, look for a group that will work with us with suggestions, because we want to build something very special. We want to, Councilman Bialy and I had talked about this so often, about a little museum, since we were the county seat for a short time during the Revolutionary War, which is how you got Courthouse Place, where the Knights of Columbus is located. It would be nice if the Historical Society could start moving forward and get a group together with ideas and suggestions and work with us, so we could move forward on replacing that structure with something really very special that Oakland can be very proud of, and our children, our school children, will be able to visit in the future. The Mayor's Wellness Campaign has sponsored seminars, and the seminars Breast Cancer Awareness and Coping with Coronavirus can be viewed on the Borough's YouTube channel. So if you did miss the seminars, you can go back, go to the Borough's YouTube channel, and you could see those seminars. As you are aware, the number of positive cases of coronavirus is increasing. And today, Governor Murphy announced the following: effective this Thursday, November 12th, no indoor dining after 10 p.m. or before 5 a.m. in restaurants, bars, clubs, and lounges. However, outdoor dining, takeout, and delivery services may continue past 10 p.m. Restaurants, and this is interesting, restaurants may place tables closer than 6 feet only if separated by barriers. I assume the barriers are the plexiglass and not little barriers. Also, indoor games and tournaments for youth sports are now prohibited effective Thursday, November 12th. Bergen County has offered additional mobile testing sites, one on Tuesday, November 10th from 9 to 2:30 at the Pascack Brook County Park in Westwood, and Saturday, November 14th, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Bergen County Special Services School District in Paramus. And stay safe, stay well, and please don't become complacent and adhere to the CDC guidelines. And with that, I'll entertain a motion to open to the public.
So moved.
Mayor,
Yes.
we didn't do a moment of silence tonight.
Oh,
Um,
I'm sorry. You're right, because I had written down and then I decided I did not do it. Mayor Dunleavy in Bloomingdale
bingo.
has passed away. Yes, please, everybody, and I do apologize, and to the Dunleavy family. The obituary was in today's record. The mayor of Bloomingdale, I think it's suddenly, if I'm not mistaken, died suddenly over the weekend. I'm sure Councilman Knapp could talk about it later in his report. But just a moment of silence, and our sympathies and condolences go out to the family and to the entire municipality of Bloomingdale. Thank you. And with that, motion to open.
Second.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Did I hear Pignatelli?
Yes, I'm Mayor.
You made it in. Okay, good. Okay, we're open, Michael.
Hi, Pat.
What's that? What was that?
That's Robot Michael.
Oh,
Hi again, Mike.
Mike, what did he say?
That's the Twilight Zone. That's the Twilight Zone.
Was anybody able to interpret what he said?
No.
I don't speak binary code.
Mike, can you give that another shot?
Provide public comment. Please click on the raise your hand icon, or if you are on a phone, click star 9.
Can you I see somebody. Did anybody come on?
No.
What Michael is saying is that you have to raise your hand icon. Click on the raise your hand icon if you're a member of the public and would like to
I
speak.
knew you could interpret.
There's no hands raised.
Okay, motion to close.
So moved.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
No minutes, no special announcements. So at this time, we'll do the resolutions. If anybody wishes to pull them out, just let me know. The resolution 274, this is the certification of the 2019 audit. And resolution 2075 is the approval of the 2019 annual audit corrective action plan. And every councilman has to come into Borough Hall and sign. Only 3 have signed, and I think that includes me, so 4 of you have not yet signed. Resolution 2276, authorize the DPW promotion of Jason Greider from laborer to grade A to public works repairer, grade 2, at an annual salary of $46,571 per contract. Resolution 2277, this is the serial bond sale. Resolution authorizing the publication, printing, and distribution of a notice of sale and the publication of a summary notice of sale and prescribing the forms thereof for $15,770,000 general improvement bonds dated December 1st, 2020. 2278 is the bond sale details. Resolution combining several authorizations of bonds into a single issue and prescribing the details and bond form thereof for $15,770,000 general improvement bonds dated December 1st, 2020. Resolution 2280, authorize participation in the PSE&G direct install program. And it is that the state of New Jersey offers eligible municipalities incentives for energy efficiency upgrades through the PSE&G direct install program. And Oakland is eligible to participate. And they created a scope of work that would upgrade the following: Oakland Senior Center lighting and HVAC upgrades, Borough Hall lighting upgrades, DPW building lighting and HVAC upgrades, buildings and grounds building lighting upgrades, Danny D'Elia building lighting upgrades for a total cost of $102,808.62. Lime Energy would receive $71,966.04 in payment by the state of New Jersey. The borough would be responsible for $30,842.88. Resolution is 2281, adopt Bergen County Hazard Mitigation Plan. And the New Jersey Office of Emergency Management is providing federal mitigation funds to support development of hazard mitigation plan. And a draft hazard mitigation plan has been developed, and the formal adoption and maintenance of the hazard mitigation plan by the governing body is a condition of receipt of federal disaster aid. 2282, amend contract floodplain manager. And we have hired Agnoli Engineering for services as a floodplain manager for 2020, an amount not to exceed $8,000. Then on September 9th, it was amended to add another $4,000, and now they're asking for an additional $4,000. The CFO has certified that funds are available, and the new amount not to exceed $16,000. 2283, Chapter 159 CDBG COVID-19 grant for the Senior Center, and this is to the Director of Division of Local Government may approve the insertion of special items of revenue. The Director may also approve the insertion of an item of appropriation for an equal amount, and the grant in the amount of $10,300 for the purchase of software for the Senior Center programs, and wishes to amend its 2020 budget to include this amount as revenue. 2284, authorized refund of recreation fees to the De Niro family, 132 Dogwood Drive, in the amount of $93 for rec baseball. 2285 is to appoint a building subcode official due to retirement. And John Whittaker in the position, hereby appoints John Whittaker in the position of Building Subcode Official effective October 5th, 2020. 2286, authorizing the borough to apply to the New Jersey Department of Transportation for Transportation Alternative Set-Aside Grant Program for the US 202 Ramapo Valley Road Revitalization Project. This is for the grant to help with the revitalization of downtown. 2287, release escrow to 91 West Oakland LLC. The chief financial officer has determined the amount of $2,608.35 remains in escrow account T264-422, and that the chief financial officer is directed to return the balance of professional review escrow funds to 91 West Oakland Avenue. That's I assume it's West Oakland Avenue LLC, care of Coley Construction Inc., 1 Sears Drive, Suite 104, Paramus, New Jersey. And 2288 is a budget transfer that in the calendar year, there's a budget for Oakland, and NJSA 48:4-58 permits the transfer of such funds during the last 2 months of the fiscal year. So in the current fund, financial administration, professional service, $3,000, Social Security, $3,000, for a total $6,000 to be transferred to the tax collector contracted services of $3,000 and defined contribution plan of $3,000. Are there any wish to pull out? If not, a motion?
So moved.
Hang on, I don't want to pull it out. I just like an explanation why the floodplain management doubled.
I was hoping someone would ask. I don't
Sure,
have an
yeah.
answer. I'm waiting for Richard to give us an answer.
Oh, yeah, so
Thank you.
that contract is based on the amount of workload that basically when residents come in and they're looking for assistance, confirmation of map changes, things like that. And with the recent map changes, that's increased the workload for this year. This latest one also incorporates the work that needed to be done for our latest filing with through the CRS program to maintain our certification that helps save residents in the floodplain money. So it's really kind of work related to the amount of requests that come in from the public for assistance.
Anybody else?
Thank you. So moved.
Second?
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bialy,
Yes.
Councilman Knapp,
Yes.
Councilman Kamala,
Yes.
Councilman Pignatelli,
Yes.
Councilman Talamini,
Yes.
Councilman Van Ack.
Yes.
We have some ordinances. Introduction 20 Code 813 to amend the salary ordinance. Is there a motion to introduce?
So moved.
There a second?
Second.
Does everybody know what's going on?
Yeah.
Any questions before a roll call?
It was revised from the last meeting based on the discussion that we had last week at the admin subcommittee with the Mayor Grant, Pat, and myself. And I covered that in the this week's report.
Very good.
Okay, remember this is the introduction and the final hearing will be at a later time. At that time, we will open it to the public for discussion. So roll call on the introduction of this motion, of this ordinance.
Councilman Bialy,
Yes.
Councilman Knapp,
Yes.
Councilman Kamala,
Yes.
Councilman Pignatelli,
Yes.
Councilman Talamini,
Yes.
Councilman Van Ack.
Yes.
Final hearing date.
November 24th.
Now, everybody remember that is Thanksgiving week. And so the meeting will be held on the 24th, which is a Tuesday. Because some people usually go away for Thanksgiving. However, I'm sure it's a little different this year. But remember, it's going to be Tuesday of that week. Final adoption. This is 20 Bond 815 Sewer Capital. Is there a motion to open to the public?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, open to the public. And
If you're
I
a
think
member
Rick will have to interpret again.
If you're a member of the public, please click on raise your hand icon and Michael will unmute you.
Excuse me, I don't have the raise my hand icon.
Okay, you can speak.
We need your name and address.
Radu Lupian, 14 Lakeshore Drive, Oakland.
Hello.
Hi, so I'm here for my public administration course in college, and one of the assignments is I have to attend a council meeting and ask a question.
All right, but this
So,
time, just for sewer capital ordinance.
Just for the
Radu?
ordinance.
Yes, just for the
Yes.
ordinance.
There'll be
Raju,
another
this
open.
is only for the ordinance. You can talk to us later when we open to the public again.
Is that at the end of the meeting?
Yes.
Yes, stay on. Do you want to talk
Okay,
about
yeah,
the
no.
ordinance?
No, I have a separate question for the end of the meeting then. All right, thank you.
All right, so stay on. Don't go away.
Good evening.
Who's speaking?
Hi, Mayor. It's Katrine back, 8 Chapel Hill.
Hi.
How are you? I guess Michael's out of commission.
I guess, and Grant was interpreting.
Yes, yes. Just a general objection to the adoption of the ordinance, just continuing objections with respect to that. 2 comments. One, it seems like the town is willing to double the budget for engineering to benefit the sewer flood people, I understand, or the floodplain residents. So I just wanted to make a note that there are other people in this town who don't benefit from being in the floodplain, but the town is going ahead and doubling that. And I also wanted to note for the record that it's been over 6 weeks. We still haven't heard anything back from the council with respect to the fines and the fees that you had all promised that you would work on. And it's been about 4 months since the ACO. So we continue to keep waiting for you good folks to do something for us. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else? This is just on the ordinance. Grant, can you tell if somebody's raising their hand? I'm counting on you.
I don't see any.
Mayor, I don't see anybody else with their hand raised.
Okay, I think Michael's out of commission. All right, so is there a motion to close to the public?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
For close?
Well, no, to close. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Now a motion to adopt 20 bond 815 sewer capital.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bialy.
Yes.
Councilman Knapp.
Yes.
Councilman Kamala.
Yes.
Councilman Pignatelli.
You're muted, Pat.
Muted, Pat.
Sorry, yes.
Councilman Talamini.
Yes.
Councilman Van Ack.
Yes,
He also commented.
he needs a bottle.
Work session, we don't have any work session. Any new business? Any old business? Council committee reports. Do you want to start first, Grant, before he gets cranky?
It'd probably be better once I have a little formula or milk in him to do my report at the end.
All right, raise your hand when you're ready.
Thank you.
Okay, so we'll start with, I see Councilman Knapp.
All right, thanks, Mayor. I'll be brief. I only have one report tonight from the police department, and this is the letter from the chief. Subject and this topic is Halloween. The police department would like to thank the residents of Oakland for abiding by the guidelines set forth by the CDC, as well as recommendations from the Borough regarding Halloween. The number of trick-or-treaters in the college section this year was significantly less than in past years. Many families enjoyed the holiday in their own neighborhoods, which resulted in them avoiding large groups of people. Thank you and for your continued safety, and please stay safe. Now, I did read a lot of things on Facebook where a lot of people in the public of the borough were saying a lot of negative things about the town, the council, and the police department, and I don't think any of that was deserved. However, you know, as time goes on, I'm learning how to ignore that. There was plenty of notice given out, either via the website, via the council meetings prior to that, where we asked people not to go up to the heights, and yet still people did. Yes, it wasn't as crowded, but they still did. And then, of course, they knocked the police department because they didn't have the roads closed and whatever. And we told you ahead of time that we were not going to do that. So those of you that want to get on Facebook and bash everybody should really pay attention first, and then you can maybe go on there and state some facts. Next, car burglaries, vehicle burglaries, and thefts continue to be a problem in Bergen County and throughout the state. Please remain vigilant, lock your vehicles, take your keys and or key fobs into your house, and do not leave any valuables in your vehicle overnight. And as always, report suspicious activity to the police department by calling 201-337-6171. And finally, marijuana legalization. Please be advised that the ballot question that was passed by New Jersey voters on November 4th regarding legalization of marijuana was only a yes vote to allow lawmakers to begin the process of setting up framework which will lead towards the legalization and or discrimination of certain marijuana offenses and laws. The framework will determine marijuana amounts that will be legal to possess, age requirements to possess marijuana, areas where someone can legally possess and use marijuana, and a number of other issues. Marijuana is still illegal and will continue to be illegal until the lawmakers enact legislation and create laws. Chief Sanzari. Thank you. That's my report.
Okay, who's next? So I see Councilman Bialy, you're next to him.
Thank you, Mayor, for introducing my new granddaughter. She's a blessing to us and to my daughter and her husband. Thank you so much. My senior report, the senior center is running on winter hours through February 26th. The center will be open from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. There's a mix of in-person, Zoom only, and hybrid programs. This is indicated on the calendar. The calendar is available online in the senior center. If anyone would like to attend an in-person class, they are asked to call or email the senior center to register in advance. If they would like to be added to our mailing list or to receive the Zoom links for online classes, they can reach out at 201-405-7731. Or you can email at seniors@oakland-nj.org. All in-person classes are being held inside the senior center in accordance with CDC and Department of Health guidelines for fitness facilities. Through the county's Division of Senior Services, there will be an offering of private appointments for anyone seeking assistance with navigating the Medicare program through state health insurance program with a state certified counselor. Open enrollment for Medicare is 10/15 to 12/7. November dates for SHIP appointments will be Monday, November 9th and November 23rd. Appointments will begin at 9:30 and run up to 45 minutes. They're on a first-come, first-served basis. If anyone is interested in learning more or setting up the appointment, they can contact the Senior Center at 201-405-7731. A flyer with additional information is available on the Oakland website or picked up at the Senior Center. With the library, Oakland Library, there is an offering of a new service to homebound seniors and members of the community with disabilities. Books to Go is a book and media delivery program where they will drop off your rentals right to your house and pick up your returns. The service will begin this week, the week of October the 5th. Book delivery and returns will be held on Tuesday by the Senior Center bus. Those interested are asked to call the library at 201-337-3742 to reserve your books. If you don't have a specific book in mind, no problem. The fantastic staff at the library will book bundle based on your preferences. A flyer is available on the Oakland website. The book club has returned to the Senior Center. We'll be holding it in a hybrid format, both in the Senior Center and on Zoom. Books are now available to reserve at the Senior Center with the first meeting on Wednesday, December 16th from 10 to 11:30 a.m. Please call the Senior Center to reserve your space. Books will be available to pick up or be delivered to your home through our Books to Go program. Line dancing start date has been postponed to January 2021. Please keep an eye out in January's newsletter for an updated start date. The Senior Center now has iPads available to borrow at the center to use for things like games, emails, internet searches, telehealth appointments, and video calling with family and friends. They are for use within the center and available for Oakland Senior Center members. For more information or to borrow one, please visit the office. The Senior Center's weekly shopping bus has resumed services and is open to Oakland residents 55 and older. We offer door-to-door transportation to ShopRite weekly in alternate locations within Oakland by appointment. A flyer and more information is available on the Oakland website and at the Senior Center to pick up. They'll be offering a virtual presentation hosted by Alzheimer's Association on Thursday, December the 3rd from 12:30 to 1:30. The presentation covers how lifestyle choices may help you keep your brain and body health as you age. Join us to learn about research in the areas of diet, nutrition, exercise, cognitive activity, social engagement, and use hands-on tools to help incorporate those recommendations into a plan for healthy aging. This presentation will be hosted via Zoom. To register, please contact the Senior Center or visit the Oakland website for more information. And you can pick up your calendar at the either online or at the Senior Center. DPW, road resurfacing. The 2020 road resurfacing program is near completion. 2 items still outstanding under this contract include line striping and a storm drain inlet retrofitting. Our contractor will continue with his work as the weather allows, and he's almost finished. Street lighting, Rockland Electric has approved the borough's recommended 2020 list of 17 free LED street light upgrades. DPW is beginning the work to begin the second week of November and to continue through the month of December. Shortly after completion, DPW will be submitting our 2021 list of another 17 free LED street light upgrades to be installed in early 2021. I'll bring that information forward when it becomes available. And as usual, if you have a location that either needs a street light where there is none, or an upgrade from the old incandescent lights to the new, brighter LED lights, we will allow everyone to have their suggestions sent to the DPW office. We're expecting about an inch of rain on Wednesday. So just a reminder that as the leaves are falling, storm drains become blocked with leaves and causes flash flooding and roadside ponding hazards. DPW is asking residents who may have a storm drain on or near their property to please make an effort to clean the debris before and during rain events. Should a storm drain become clogged, residents can report the location to the Department of Public Works by filling out a service report or by calling directly at 201-337-8104. Potholes are continuing. Thanks to the residents who have called in as to our request in my previous reports. There's a request to call in to the DPW office and report any potholes. We've completed another couple hundred pothole fills, and it's all because residents have been actually calling in and reporting where they are. So that's the good idea of working together with the residents and getting those hazardous locations taken care of. Water and sewer, we continue to proceed with the decommissioning project. We're required to hold a hearing on our application to the NJEIT for financing of the project. The hearing has been scheduled for 11/30/2020, and we have met the advertising requirements set forth by the state. I believe it's going to be at 7:30. In addition, we will be sending a notice directly to the sewer utility customers to make them aware of the hearing. Historical and cultural, as the mayor mentioned before, work on the dismantling of the stream house continues. You may have noticed that the outer skin of the structure has been removed very meticulously. The outer skin was made up of an asbestos compound, so special precautions were taken in its removal. The dismantling of the structure itself will take 3 to 4 weeks to complete. All items of significance inside the building will have or have been removed by that time. And when that phase is completed, a temporary roof structure will be built on top of the stone foundation. The entire job should be completed by the end of December. And we're awaiting a proposal from Boswell Engineering on the Rampo Valley Road North End Sidewalk project. I believe that's it, Mayor. Thank you so much. Sorry
Thank
it took
you.
so long, but the
Brenda, you ready?
Sure, I can give my report.
Okay.
Okay, first I'd like to say congratulations to Councilman Talamini and Councilman Pignatelli for winning their re-election, and to Councilman Kamala for winning his election. I want to congratulate Councilman Bialy personally. I know what a joy it must be for your family. So beautiful. I'm so happy for you. Thank you for sharing. It's incredible. Our kids will play together one day. Knights of Columbus, a quick mention. I'll mention again next meeting when it gets closer, but just something to think about for our residents. Runs an annual coat drive every year, donates all these coats and clothes and shoes to families in need in Newark. St. John's Church is the one who receives it. It's one of the biggest things that happen every year. It's a really important thing for our community. That's November 28th from 10 to 4. Just a quick mention for Veterans Day. Thank you to all our veterans and for their service to our great country. And just want to call out my grandfather, Harold Van Eck. He's 97 years old and a veteran of the Second World War. And we're losing those veterans of the Second World War quickly. And it's just something to reflect on for everybody. I'm very blessed to still have him in my life and hear his stories of what it was like at that time. The Shade Tree Commission is meeting on December 7th at 7:30. We need to update the borough website. We did change the times from 7 o'clock for that commission to 7:30. So the borough website still reflects 7 o'clock. I just noticed today. We are working on a new RFQ for the town-wide pruning removals. We're also updating the legacy tree inventory, and we'll have that by the commission meeting on the 7th. We're also working on putting an RFQ together to install trees for next spring, and we're formulating and finalizing a plan for the new Adopt a Tree program. So that's exciting, and that'll be coming soon. So we're closing in on the amendments for the ordinance as well, and with that's going to come a new permit and fee schedule, so stay tuned. Recreation Commission is meeting next Monday, the 23rd at 8 p.m. The basketball and roller hockey signups are ongoing. Our travel basketball signups have begun and still working on the wrestling plan. We really hope to have a season. So again, stay tuned for that. As we all know, an unprecedented year. I want to thank all our volunteers in recreation. What they've done, what they've been through this year is incredible. And it's been truly the bright spot for me to see all our youth out there participating in sports, getting that fresh air, sunlight, exercise, so important. Planning Board is meeting on this Thursday. So this Thursday, 7 o'clock, it'll be on Zoom. It's a public hearing of the Oakland Diner for a second-story addition and the four-season dining pavilion. So that's 7 o'clock on Thursday. The Oakland Communications Commission is looking for volunteers, various committees, and any new program ideas. So if you want to create something in Oakland, there's some ideas thrown around, Jeopardy, other game shows, History Special. So you can only make this happen if you volunteer. So please email me, vanek@oakland-nj.org, if you're interested in being a part of the Communication Commission. Everybody has talents, and we'd love to have you share them with us. We're working on a control room upgrade in mid-January, and there'll be some updates going forward on that as there may be some broadcast delays or other things. But as far as broadcast is concerned, we have some exciting news that there'll be a change on Oakland TV, that it won't just be Optimum and Fios. We'll be streaming online for many of our residents who have cut the cord. Especially, I think a lot of younger residents are doing this, and the traditional cable packages aren't as common anymore. So we want to come with the times and be a part of that change. So we'll need to look at doing that. So there'll be some information on that. And one of the things we want to do is have, because of copyright laws, the music that we would have during broadcasts like the bulletin board on Oakland TV, etc. So if there's any musicians in town or anybody with musical talent that's an idea, something original that you might want broadcast with our programming, please submit that to us. We're really looking to have a soundtrack that could be going, once the switch is made in the beginning of 2021. So for all the musicians out there, I know we had some on the call recently. If you'd like to submit some original music, we're open to that. And the next meeting, there's...
I'm sorry, Councilman, at the Halloween event, we had a band that was done. What is the name of the music store in the Copper Tree Mall? So maybe you can contact them.
I play the radio, Mayor. That's about it.
Well, in your spare time, in between, Chapel would know who to contact, and
okay.
It's called, I don't know if it's called Brave, but it's the music shop in the Copper Tree Mall next to Staples, and they're the ones who played at Halloween. So maybe they can coordinate, because I know they also give lessons. So maybe they can coordinate. That would be great. Great idea, Councilman.
All right. Well, we're doing good things, trying to make everything positive and have as much the glass is half full in this 2020 year as possible. The next meeting is on January 11th. This commission only meets every other month, and that'll be at 7:30. Thank you, Mayor. That's my report.
Bye, Joseph. Councilman, tell me, are you still there? We don't see you.
Yes, I'm here. I apologize. I'm having trouble with the camera. So first, let me just start to say thank you to everyone for voting. We had in Bergen County, 68% of the registered voters voted. I mean, that's just pretty amazing. I'm not sure what the totals was in Oakland percentage wise, but it was way up there. Just really thank you to everyone that voted, whether you voted for me or not. It's so important. I'm so proud of everyone that did vote. I want to say thank you to my running mates, Pat and Eric, and then also to Andrea, Caesar, Tom, and Mike for putting their names out there. Like you said earlier, Mayor, it's important to run, whether you win or lose. The process is important, and we're lucky that we have so many people interested in wanting to help run this town. And then from my reports, the finance committee, we met, we went over the audit report, and we discussed the budget going forward. Once again, I just want to say thank you to Rich and David for all the work they've done for putting together the budget, and all the hard work that has gone into with this COVID. It's just been difficult for everybody, and putting together the budget has been especially difficult. The library is still open for business and doing everything that it can. Remember, you could go there in person. Just make sure you have your mask, and you could do everything online. They're doing everything they can to help accommodate people. My daughter needed a book, and it wasn't. They didn't have it, and then they were able to get it, and they couldn't get in touch with my wife, and then they got in touch with me. They did everything that they had to do to make sure that my daughter could get the book, and I was very appreciative of it. It's a great library system, and then the schools are doing what they can. Like I say all the time, as long as they're trying and doing what they can to educate our kids, we're in a good place. I've said it before. I've had my three kids. I'm in high school, middle school, and grade school, and so I get a little bit of everything. And we've been nothing but impressed with what they do, and they're there for us and just doing their best. And then just John, I had a question about the stream house. Are we taking pictures or anything while we're taking it down? I think it would be great to have some of that, memorialized.
I have pictures I take every day I pass.
Okay, thank you. That's
I'll
all.
put an album together. And while I have some words to say, I want to congratulate you, Pat, and Eric on the win in the election. I also want to congratulate Caesar, Andrea, and Tom on their efforts to try and lead our town. It's a very important position, and I appreciate that. And the Mayor, you brought up something before about Veterans Day. It's going to be at 11 o'clock. We're going to gather there about 10:45 on the 11th, Wednesday morning, and it'll be a short ceremony. There won't be any after ceremony refreshments as we had before because of the COVID situation. So, and I want to reach out and say thank you for your service for all the veterans in Oakland and Pat Pignatelli and myself, who are members of the Legion. Thanks so much.
And that's it for me, Mayor. Thank you.
Councilman Kumar, do you have any?
I'll be real brief. Just want to really, Russ and Pat, I mean, it was a very strange election. For the residents of Oakland who supported us, we really do appreciate it. We'll certainly do our best to really represent you and really move the town forward. And also to Andrea, Caesar, and Tom, as Russ eloquently put it, you really got to throw your name into this. And it's not easy, and really losing is not fun. But really, for you to step up and do this is really admirable, and thank you for doing that. And that's all I have, Mayor. Other than I'll see everybody down at Veterans Park on Wednesday at 11 o'clock. Thank you, Mayor.
Councilman Pignatelli, you're on mute. Now you can speak.
Thank you very much, Mayor. Again, as my colleagues said, thank you to Caesar, Andrea, and Tom. Caesar had stopped me before the election to let me know that he was running, and I said my hat is off to anyone who's willing to put in the time, because it takes a big effort, a big commitment. Although I have to say, it is an honor to represent Oakland residents, and I will do my very, very best. And congratulations to Russ and Eric also. I have an announcement from the American Legion. As John said before, we will gather at 11:45 at Veterans Park on Wednesday.
10:45. 10:45.
10:45. I say 11. I'm sorry. It's on the 11th, November 11th at 10:45. Yes, this Wednesday at 10:45 in Veterans Park. I just want to read a brief announcement, like I did at the last meeting, and I ask for your patience. The annual Veterans Day ceremony hosted by the American Legion will be Wednesday, November 11th at 10:45 in Oakland's Veterans Park on Rampart Valley Road. Everyone is welcome to attend this worthy ceremony. Bring a lawn chair and a handheld U.S. flag. Local churches will ring their bells at 11 a.m. I'd also like to add, please wear a mask. Everyone should wear a mask and try to stay 6 feet apart. Inclement weather will move the ceremony to the Legion Post building at 65 Oak Street. Professional music theater vocalist Cynthia Van Wert is our guest soloist. She's beautiful, has a beautiful, beautiful voice. Ponds Church Reverend Nathan Busker will present the invocation and benediction. Prominent guest speakers will include a Marine Corps League representative and Mayor Linda Schwager, currently. Veterans Day honors American Legions of all war and peacetime service for their patriotism, love of country, and willingness to serve and sacrifice for the common good. However, Veterans Day, originally called Armistice Day, originated when World War I fighting ceased, called an armistice, or temporary cessation of hostilities, on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. For that reason, November 11th, 1918 is regarded as the end of the war to end all wars. In November 1919, President Wilson proclaimed November 11th as the first commemoration of Armistice Days observed with a 2-minute suspension of business at 11 a.m. and a day marked by parades, unfortunately not this year, and appropriate ceremonies in schools, churches, and public places. In 1921, Congress approved the establishment of the tomb of the unknown soldier in Arlington National Cemetery. And if you ever get an opportunity to go, it's very moving. This is the scene for the annual observance of Veterans Day and U.S. Armistice Day became a federal holiday in 1926. The day was renamed Veterans Day by Congress in 1954 and proclaimed it a day henceforth to honor all veterans. Veterans Day, known as Remembrance Day in other countries, is also observed on November 11th in Great Britain, Canada, France, and the British Empire. A couple of other quick announcements. Tuesday, November 10th. I have November 11th on my mind. Tuesday, November 10th, the Environmental Commission will be meeting. On Tuesday, November the 17th, the Board of Health will be meeting. And on Tuesday, November 24th, the Green Team will be meeting. And they will all be via Zoom. And that's it, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. I just want to say kudos to the Public Events Committee and Chopper in this kind of year when all is so crazy. Please extend to the Public Events Committee what a great job they did for Halloween. It was, as I said, there was a band there playing. We had Miss Macefield singing. We had the beautiful cars decorated with their trunks. It was trunk or treat. Everything was orderly. The kids were in great costumes. And also congratulations to the children on Academy Circle. They really heard the directive that everybody stay in your own neighborhood. And I was invited up to Academy Circle where the children were dressed up in costumes. It was the Academy Circle in West Sheffield. And they marched and they had a little contest, and then they went trick-or-treating in their neighborhood. And to the adults who supervised, it was very orderly, and thank you. But I want to mention something that you brought up, and most of you brought up about masks. I mentioned this earlier, that you're supposed to wear a mask. There's no choice about it. I mean, it's the way to help everybody. And so I get calls or I get emails from residents, and usually on Monday, that they were either shopping in town or one of the stores, and an employee wasn't wearing a mask, or a customer wasn't wearing a mask, and they said, do something. And so I tell everyone, I'm going to repeat this over and over again. After the fact, we can't do anything because we don't know who it was. We don't know what the circumstances were. So if you are in a store and the employee is not wearing a mask, call the police. They will come. If you see customers in there, go to the store manager, say something. It's for the benefit of everybody. So please don't be shy at the time, and don't wait 2 days, 3 days, 5 days later. Do it at that time. And no one is going to fault you for doing that. In fact, we would appreciate that for the safety of everybody. And with that, at this time, I'll entertain a motion to open for public comment.
So moved.
Your second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Now, Radu, you can speak.
Hello?
What happened? My screen went blank.
I think that was Mike.
Mike, is that what we're supposed to do?
I think that was just the message.
Oh, okay. All right, Radu is on.
Hi, so I just had a question about the Senior Center software grant. So I was wondering, how was Oakland specifically approved for that grant, and where do those funds come from, as well as what will the grant be used for specifically?
All right, Raju, this is open for public comment. It's no longer, it was never meant for debate. So if you call Richard Coons tomorrow morning at Borough Hall, he will give you all the details. The phone number for Borough Hall is 201-337-8111, and ask for Richard Coons, and he'll give you all the information you need for your project, school.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Mayor, I don't see anybody else with their hand raised.
All right, and I just see a message.
Hello,
Who's here?
this is Damien from Dascal LLC.
From who?
Pascal, the contractor that was renovating the library, public library.
Richard?
Yeah, I didn't see that. If he wants to talk, he can speak.
I can't see anybody. I just see a message. Is everybody seeing this?
Oh, I can put the video on.
No.
Okay. Who's that?
Hello.
Yes. All right. So speak.
We finished the job at the library over 2 years ago, and we have done everything the town has asked us to do politely as far as the front door. There was an issue with the front door.
First of all, you have to give your name and your address.
Oh, I apologize. My name is Damien from Daskel LLC. I was the contractor for the public library 2 years ago. And I'm here to find out what is going on with payment.
Our borough attorney, Brian. Where's Brian?
Mr. Napolitano is handling the library claim, and Mr. Daskalowski does have an attorney. I know that they've been working through that. There have been issues with respect to the amount due, and I am, and I believe the governing body is aware of it. The attorneys can certainly discuss the appropriate resolution. There have been issues with the doors. Whether they have been resolved or not, I don't know. I have not had a conversation with Mr. Napolitano today. That's where we're at. At the appropriate time, the matter can be resolved, and the last that I heard about it, the attorneys were discussing it.
Thank you.
If I may,
that's it. We're not going to get into a debate. This is, again, with the attorneys. You have an attorney, and we have an attorney. And when someone has an attorney, we are not allowed to speak with you. The rule of law.
I see no one further.
Grant, can you interpret?
Mike was saying he's no one further.
Okay. Motion to close to the public.
Motion to close.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Bills to be paid. Did everybody vote?
Aye.
Councilman Talamini, bills to be paid.
Bills to be paid, $730,602.19. So moved.
Second.
Any questions? Did everybody read the bills to be paid?
Yes.
As long as you read it, then you can vote. Roll call.
Councilman Bialy.
You're on mute, John.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Councilman Knapp.
Yes.
Councilman Kamala.
Yes.
Councilman Pignatelli.
Yes.
Councilman Talamini.
Yes.
Councilman Van Ack.
Yes.
Okay, and then at this point, a motion to close.
So moved.
Meeting adjourned.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Remember, the next meeting is on Tuesday, November 24th. That's Thanksgiving week, so it will be on Tuesday night. All right, bedtime for everybody.
Night.
Take care. Have a good night.
Bye.
Thanks.